And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world, Bitcoin Ben, here for the daily. What in the pluck is going on this morning? My friends, it is absolutely pandemonium. Pandemonium everywhere. This is officially, hang on a second. Hang on. Wrong microphone. There we go. Much better. Much better. All right, let me move that back so I'm not yelling at you guys. Okay. All right, guys, we got to jump right in here. Number one, today the Federal Reserve, or no, uh, yeah, the Federal Reserve announces interest or inflation rate drops lower than expected to 3.8 or something like that. Now, of course, they're leaving out, oil, food, gasoline, the things you actually buy. They're leaving that all out. But for everything else, prices are dropping. Housing prices are dropping. Automobile prices dropping. So everything that you don't purchase on a daily basis is in deflation. Everything you purchase on a daily basis is inflating. Oh, we'll be fine. Don't worry. All is well. These guys are plucking retarded, but they're not. They know it's a hoax. Yeah, this is my mining rig. I wish. These people are flat out lying. They're lying to the American people. They're lying to the markets. They're lying to the world. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Uh, all right, well, what? Oh, yeah, they're lying. Like my phone's blowing up all over the place with like friends who are reaching out, letting me know like what's going on. I have a friend in Texas uh, who runs a rather large mining operation. Then there's Riot. I think they're up in Canada mostly. It's, oh my God, my friends. Let me share a screen. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I guess I have to be on screen in order to be talking. Okay, so the Federal Reserve, right? The Federal Reserve is not going to raise rates at all, ever, 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 right? Again, they're not going to live through here.
There's no audio on stream.
Right? I just actually put check it one more time. Right. That was the audio.
You're good.
Okay, good. All right, good. All right. 5 by 5, they tell me. Okay, so zero hedge, and everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. They are not going to raise rates again. They can't. Do you realize there is $1.8 trillion worth of underwater commercial real estate in America right now? And that's just commercial. You think that if you think 2008 was bad, folks, if they don't get this right, if they do not start printing money, bye-bye. Bye-bye American economy. Now, mind you, you'll be able to get eggs and bacon and all the good food you want. But it's going to cost you an arm and a freaking leg to get it. You're going to have to take out a loan to go to McDonald's for a McMuffin. Freaking, yes, I'm telling you, folks, you're going to go to freaking McDonald's and they're going to have to run your credit for a fucking Happy Meal. It's going to be oogly. I mean, closing time at the bar, fat chick ugly. I mean, it's gonna be oogly. It's gonna be a pro-choice rally leader of the let's kill the babies rant ugly. They're always overweight and they're always ugly. The women that odds on getting pregnant are very, 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 very low are the women that are talking about killing babies. Just saying. I digress. I'm just saying. Nobody wants to pluck them, but they're worried about, making sure that they can kill babies. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Squirrel. Now, back to it. Now, so let's look at what happened. All right. At exactly at exactly 7 o'clock this morning when they released the info on the inflation rate. What happened to Bitcoin? Look at there. Bitcoin jumps up at exactly 7 o'clock. Right there. Right. Literally. 7:05. I say 7 o'clock in the morning. What happens with Bitcoin? Shoots up. Everything is shooting up. Right now, let me get ready for the next segment. Right. This is literally, folks, they have nothing. They don't have. Remember how the Fed's always like, oh, we got our toolbox. Don't worry, we'll reach into the toolbox. The Federal Reserve just lost their toolbox like a drunk carpenter loses a ladder on the highway. They just lost their toolbox. They got nothing. They got one tool, and it's a hammer. It's a printing press. It's a bunch of zeros. It is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy. There's nothing they can do, folks. There's literally nothing they can do, because now, for the last, since January, the Federal Reserve was using this little known agency inside the Federal Reserve, the Treasury Department. It's the housing bank. Right? Nobody knows about this damn bank. It's the housing loan bank. It's basically the Federal Reserves. It's the bank for the housing market. They just shut that sumbitch off because they didn't have enough funds to do it anymore. They didn't have enough fun. Listen to me, folks. They ran out of money. So they closed that thing. And now all of the banks, they have to go through the Fed window. That pushes everything out into the open. Now, over on Twitter, you have, who's that wonderful woman out in Arizona, Nevada? Caitlin Long. Right? You have Caitlin Long pointing out that it's gotten so bad, foreign banks can now use the Federal Reserve emergency window. Wait, what? Foreign friggin' banks are using the Federal Reserve emergency window. That can't be good. Because although the dollar is the reserve currency of the world, the dollar is the tallest midget in the room. That's what the dollar is. The dollar is a midget, but it's the tallest midget. So you have the tall midget beating the hell out of all the smaller midgets. It is midget mania. The midgets have gone wild. Ooh, that'd be a good website. Midgets Gone Wild. Oh, I gotta get that URL. Midgets Gone Wild. The midget emergency. What happens in the midget world stays in the midget. But what I'm saying is the dollar, like the friggin' Bitcoin, is the equivalent of like a UFC fully grown fighter. And the dollar is like a 4'4" midget. And the UFC, the Bitcoin, the BTC is beating the hell out of the midget dollar. And the midget dollar is actually taking out its frustrations on the other midgets, all the other currencies of the world. No. I will never call them little people. I don't care. I don't care if a midget is offended. What are they going to do? How does it affect me that I piss off a midget? Have you ever seen their hands? They got little sausage fingers. They can't even pull the trigger on a gun. So why am I afraid of a midget? I'm not. I'm just saying. Now, Randy says, I prefer the term dwarf. Now, I'm a midget guy. You know, what the hell is a dwarf? Is a dwarf a magical midget? That's all I've ever heard. All right. Maybe a dwarf is a psychic midget. Maybe we'll talk about that on the Woo Woo Show this afternoon. Oh, I digress. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Word from the sponsor.
Introducing the Liberty Laptop, your gateway to online anonymity. Engineered with your privacy in mind, the Liberty Laptop comes equipped with cutting-edge security features, ensuring that your data remains yours and yours alone. No more worries about your personal information being shared without consent. Say goodbye to prying eyes and third-party snoops. Enjoy your online freedom with advanced privacy settings, protecting your every digital move, all at your fingertips. With the Liberty Laptop, you control what others see and don't see. We customize your privacy settings and let only what matters most to you be shared. No more concerns about unwarranted surveillance. We put the power back in your hands. No unwanted access through the laptop's camera and microphone. Powered by the latest technology, the Liberty Laptop ensures performance while respecting your personal boundaries. The Liberty Laptop. Your control. Your privacy. Your world. Visit calixsolutions.io to experience true personal freedom today.
All right, I'm back. Yes, time to digress, Edward says. I agree. Now, so we know the dollar's going to crap. We know that inflation, food inflation, the things you use every day are going up. We know that housing going down, cars going down, everything else is going down. except the Bitcoin, except the stock market. The bonds are trash. Anybody looking to get in, did you see what happened at the bond market auction last week? Oh, it was ugly. The tail, if you know, I won't explain it. Look it up. The tail of the bond market was so bad that the people who follow the bond market on Twitter lost their ever-loving minds. You would have thought it was just Armageddon. So the bonds are dead. The bonds are officially dead. Right? So now no more bonds. You have two choices, folks. Two choices. You got the stock market and you got Bitcoin. The market is held up by seven companies. The big seven, they call them. That's Apple. That's Alphabet. That's Google. That's Facebook. The Fangs, or whatever the hell they call them. That's Tesla. That's the big seven. They are already overpriced. Holy shite. They couldn't be more overpriced. They are like Las Vegas hooker overpriced. It is absolutely crazy. So really, nobody wants to buy the market. Right? 7 stocks are holding up the New York market. The 7,000 other stocks on the market, they're all down. They're all down. This is the run to quality. Right? The run to quality. This is how the run to quality works. Everyone flees the shit on Wall Street, goes to the big seven. The big seven get ran up, way overpriced. Most of them aren't even paying out dividends, folks. So people are like, run to Google. Then they're like, wait, Google's way the hell overpriced. Just like, remember, the CEO of BlackRock, what did he call Bitcoin last week? What did he call Bitcoin 2 weeks ago? A flight to quality. Interesting. My friends, it's over. The Federal Reserve has nowhere to go. Like, run to safety, a flight to quality. And this is the CEO of BlackRock. How much? Remember, folks, the SEC has 4 days. 4 days to reject or approve. And if they reject the gray rock, or gray stone, gray shares, gray something, right? ETF, right? They have to give a written explanation to the judge of why. Oh, yep, grayscale. And, right? Look at the grayscale shares. They're almost at par with Bitcoin. Folks, the CEO of Grayscale came out yesterday and this morning and said, it's go time, folks. The CEO of Grayscale put out a tweet last night and this morning. It's go time. I think his exact words were, this is what we've been waiting for. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest hint that he could give legally. My friends, if you can't see the writing on the wall, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Now, everyone watching on YouTube, you go bye-bye. We are switching over to the private server. If you want to catch the rest of the show, there's a link under here for the private server. All right, I will put a link over in the chat for the private server. Right now, we're going to go over and we're going to talk about mining. And I'm going to show you from nuts to bolts how the federal government is getting set up to mine the Bitcoin. Now, see, they're not going to announce it. They're going to put it in legislation that nobody freaking reads except retards like me. And then they're going to implement it all over the country. And then all of a sudden, someone, right, is someone's going to go, wait a second. So you mean to tell me the federal government is subsidizing the electric companies to mine the Bitcoin using mining chips that were developed in Texas that was paid for by the federal government? Yep. Folks, click the link, join the private server. When I get done with you guys on the private server, you're gonna sell a testicle to get Bitcoin. Ladies, if you don't have a testicle, you take one of your husbands and sell his, especially if he didn't get. Those things are going for good money on, the black market. I'm just saying. See? She's already on. I'll sell my husband's. That's true love right there. Okay. Bye-bye, YouTube. You go bye-bye. Join us on the private server. Link in the chat. Link under the under the show. All right. Bye-bye, YouTube. All righty. Now, here we go. We're going to switch over here.